Hi guys, Tracy here. Today I'm going to be talking about 3 different pocket scrapbooking kits that you can use for documenting your everyday life or your pocket, using in your pocket pages. And I'm going to be talking about the Ali Edwards Stories by the Month kit, the Ali Edwards Story kit, and the Studio Calico Documenter kit. And they are arranged from least expensive to most expensive. I'm also going to touch on the Ali Edwards Story Stamp Kit as well towards the end. But first, I'm just going to focus on these 3 different pocket scrapbooking kits. Obviously, you can use these for anything. You don't have to use them for pocket scrapbooking. You can easily use them in your 12 by 12 pages or your traveler's notebooks. However, I'm going to be talking about pocket scrapbooking because that's how I typically use these kits. So I'm going to start with the Ali Edwards Stories by the Month kit because it is the least expensive. This kit it's $17.99 per month if you buy it month to month. It's $15.99 for a 6-month commitment and $13.99 for a 12-month commitment. The Ali Edwards Story Kit is a step up. It is $25.99 for month to month, $21.99 for a 6-month commitment, and $19.99 for a 12-month commitment. Now, the Studio Calico Documenter Kit is $5 more than that. It is $29.99 for month to month, $27.99 for a 6-month subscription, and $25.99 for a 12-month commitment. So I'm actually going to show you the contents of each of these. They come with different amounts of everything, which makes it really difficult to compare and contrast them. If it was just kind of like had a few cards, had more cards, had the most cards, that would make this a lot easier. But these have different combinations of card amounts and embellishment amounts that make it a little bit more difficult to make a decision. So they are very similar, though, from a design perspective, particularly, obviously, the 2 that are made by Ali Edwards. They have a real definite Ali Edwards design to them. You can tell by the handwriting on them and all of the designs. Very, very minimalist and clean and beautiful. The Studio Calico kit is a little bit of a slightly different design, but I still find the cards and stuff are pretty similar. So I'm going to start by showing you what comes in I'm going to put these 2 up here, in the Stories by the Month kit. Now, the Stories by the Month kit, during the time that I've been subscribing, which is really, I started in March of 2020, this label does not come on the kit. This is my own label, but they do come in these nice little polka dotted little zipper bags with Ali Edwards' little logo here on a tag on the side. And you open it up and I'll show you what comes inside. Now, I have already gone through this kit and I depackaged some of the items in this kit. I like to do that with my kits just to make them a little bit easier to use. But when you get your kit, it will have cellophane around all of the different items to keep them from getting jostled around in the mail and potentially bending the corners and stuff. They're very, very well packaged, despite the fact that mine right now is not well packaged. So like the chipboard, for example, comes with packaging around it. This little piece here with spring on it would have come with packaging around it, and so on and so forth. And the cards themselves are also cellophane together so that they're not going to get bent or ruined. All 3 of these kits have very similar weight of cards. So the cards are a really nice solid card stock. They're one of the heavier cards out there from my experience. I haven't tried all of the kits, but I've tried lots of pocket page kits, and these are, you know, pretty solid cards. They're not flimsy. They're more of a card stock than a paper card. So this Stories by the Month kit typically comes with 4 4x6 cards plus 1 extra. So there are 5 cards, one of which is a quote card. So here we have actually 2 quote cards. I don't know which one is the one that is kind of considered to be an extra quote card here, but Anyhow, there will always be at least one of these and then 4 more. In this case, we have 2 quote cards for a total of still 5 cards. So these 4x6 cards are notable in that they have square corners. All 3 kits have square cornered cards, and these ones are single-sided. So this one is really cute. It says, if winter has the courage to turn into spring, who says I can't bloom just the same? And then there's this one that has story 1, story 2, story 3, story 4, and story 5. You could cut these into strips if you wanted to. This one has spring break looks like this with the 4 color blocks. The story of right now, highs, lows, and everything in between. And nature gives to every time and season some beauties of its own. So those are the 5 4x6 cards, and then we have 8 3x4 cards. These are also single-sided. Remember this, bring on the details, March memories, so lucky, and then this is just so lucky stamped over and over and over again. That's really cute. Clean everything, yep, nope, and then the story. Spring will come, and so will happiness. Hold on, life will get warmer. Bring on the growth, and then let's do this. And then ready for adventure of any kind. The Ali Edwards Stories by the Month kit is designed for everyday monthly scrapbooking. And so it doesn't have a theme like the kits, like the story kits do. So that's what the cards look like. Then in this case, we have a sheet of stickers that have phrases and words on them. You won't always get one of these, but this is a common one, so you will often get these. If not this, you'll get another set of stickers of some type. It seems like every month you do get a set of chipboard that is this size, so it's a 4x6 sheet of chipboard. I adore chipboard, so I really, really love these. I love the shapes. I love how versatile they are. They're just really great, and the colors coordinate with the other items that are in the kit. Then we have this cute little rubber piece, and it's not always going to be a rubber piece, but this month it was. It says spring. And then we have a little set of wood veneer. These are probably spring themed. Wood veneer, a sunshine, a flower, a heart, and a leaf and a cloud. And then the stamp set is specific to that month. So it says March Memories. I've noticed that all of the 3 kits that I have always have a month specific stamp set. So the name of the month is always somewhere in the stamp set. This is a 3x4 stamp set. It says March Memories, good luck, remember this, bring on the details, get outside, ready for adventure of any kind, and the story of right now. So I'm just on the Ali Edwards website here. I actually just did a screen capture, and I just wanted to read this to you. It says, the Stories by the Month kits cover many of the time-specific events that naturally happen in the calendar year, designed to equip you with products perfect for your everyday memory-keeping projects that serve as monthly motivation to craft more stories in your life. It tells you that it comes with journal cards, a stamp set, adhesive chipboard shapes in every kit, and then there are a few other things as well. So for $7 more, you can get this stories kit also from Ali Edwards. So this is going to have the same design aesthetic that the Stories by the Month kit have, only this kit is designed to tell a specific story. And this one for the month of March was you. So this was all about telling stories with the theme of you. So you could use this talking about someone else, or you could even use it for yourself, I guess, depending on how you kind of phrased your stories. Now, this one I have already gone through, and so I put it in my own little Ziploc baggies to keep the little embellishments together. But all of these embellishments all came individually packaged, like I showed in the other kit. There is a set of chipboard, like there is in the other kit, a set of words, and then some cards. And I don't know where that came from. It might have been a backing on something. So the story kit is $25.99 for month to month, $21.99 for 6 months, and $19.99 for 7 months. So it is, if you're comparing month to month, this one is $7 more than this one. It comes with 8 4x6 cards, so you're getting 3 more 4x6 cards, and it comes with 12 3x4 cards, so you're getting 4 more 4x6 cards. So definitely more cards. The cards are of the same quality. So I will show you the cards. So these are the 8 4x6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So these are the 8 cards, but also you get this marketing card that has a quote on it. So in this case, it's in the end, only 3 things matter: how much you loved, how gently you lived, and how gracefully you let go of things not meant for you. And then it just, I write down the month right here so that if I'm making videos, I remember what month this kit came from in case anybody wants to know. It gives you a place to write down some ideas of some of the stories that you want to tell. And it also gives you some ideas about stories that you might want to tell. So in this case, it says, who is your current you and what is a story you have to tell about them? Write a letter to someone important to you and tell them using words why they matter to you. Pick someone in your life and make a list of things about that person right now using the prompt "you are." And so it's nice that this kit is specifically designed to draw out stories from us. I really like that about this one. And so here's what the other 4x6 cards look like. And again, these are single-sided. So if you're one of those people who has trouble choosing sides, this makes it pretty easy. And there's a combination of some with quotes and some with words and some with space for journaling and some not. So those are the 8, but really 9 if you count this one, 4x6 journaling cards. Then the 12 3x4 cards, I'm just going to breeze through them pretty quickly. A million times over, I will always choose you. You are my person. 5 things I love about you. You matter. So as you can see, these are all very much in line with that theme. And then in March, we had a set of these word stickers with all these different phrases and words on them. All of the different potential yous in your life. And then here's the chipboard. This is beautiful chipboard. I love that it's a matte finish instead of a shiny finish. It makes it a lot easier to stamp on it if you do want to stamp or draw on your chipboard. It's just really, really pretty. Beautiful coloring too. Then one thing that I really love about these kits is that they always come with a really beautiful big acrylic word that is the word of the kit. So it's you. And the other kits that I have are called Progress, and I can't find the other one, and Friends. And so I have now acrylic words that say you, progress, and friends. And it's kind of nice to have that recurring theme in your album that every so many pages, this one of these will show up in Ali's handwriting. Really, really beautiful. These are fairly expensive embellishments as well, so it's nice to have a higher end embellishment that just comes every month in the kit. And then, so in addition to your cards, your chipboard, your sticker set, and your acrylic word, there will be a handful of other things, like a couple of other embellishments. In this case, we have this kind of like rubbery, matted, embossed words that say loved, matter, enough, and can, and you can kind of mix and match them with, you know, the you, and then these are little tiny pieces of plastic. They say 2 different words, but I can't remember what words they say. You and I think are. Yeah, they say you and are, and there's 2 of each of them. And so you can say like, you are loved, for example. Let me zoom in. You are loved, for example. So these are just so tiny that I'm going to put them back in their little tiny packaging just so that I don't get them lost. There we go. And then the other embellishment that came in this month was these, what might you call these? It's like a canvas or a cotton. I think it's more of a canvas hearts that have hearts painted on them. So they're really beautiful. They're a really flexible kind of fabric, a very unique, different than other embellishments that I have already in my stash, which is what I really love about this. And of course, you can use some of these little words on it too to kind of be like, you know, you are loved, or, you know, you matter, you are enough, you can, right? So they're kind of designed so that you can kind of mix and match and use them together to come up with titles and whatnot. Before I go on to talk about the Studio Calico kit, which is $5 more still than this, I just wanted to mention that Ali Edwards also has a story stamp subscription. And this is a subscription to just the stamp. So every month you'll get the 4x6 stamp. It actually costs the same amount as the kit. So it's, you know, it's how much does that make it be? $24.99 month to month, and you can get it for as low as $19.99 if you want to commit to a whole month worth of these stamps. And what I really like about these stamps is that they're designed to go along with the story kit. And so this month, the whole set is all about you, for example. And some of the things kind of, you know, obviously work really well, like you matter. So you matter already shows up in other places. It's nice for repetition. Also, the stamp set kind of comes with these, with this little insert that has some, you know, practice places, but some other ideas about how to tell a story and that sort of thing. But what I love the most about the stamp set, the stamp kit, is that if you get both the stamp kit and the kit, like the story kit, you get access to the class. And so every month Ali releases a class. And so there's an educational component to this where she kind of reviews what comes in this month's kit and the stamp, and also talks a little bit about the reason why you might want to tell these kinds of stories, why it's important, different spins or takes on it. And then there's always 2 guest designers who share their projects in addition to Ali's projects for the month. So you get to see a whole variety of different projects, some process videos, as well as a fairly long, detailed introductory video that goes over all of the supplies and ideas for how you might want to use them. I found it especially helpful for these supplies that aren't so obvious in terms of how they're designed to work well together. It was really helpful to look at the class for that. One thing that I forgot to say about these embellishments, these kind of rubber, leatherish words, is that they do have an adhesive backing on them. So that's good. You don't have to worry about how you're going to adhere them to your project. Whereas these do not. These you have to glue down. Now moving on to the Studio Calico Documenter Kit. This kit is $5 more than this kit, which is $7 more than this kit. So the $29.99 month-to-month Studio Calico Documenter Kit is $27.99 with a 6-month subscription and $25.99 with a 12-month commitment. I'm going to open it up. This is the March kit, although I believe the March kit actually came in a pink pouch that I think I used for something else. So I had to kind of scrounge around and find a similar pouch, but it does always come in a little pouch with Studio Calico on the edge of it, very similar to the pouch that the Stories by the Month kit comes in. And now with the Studio Calico kit, you will get 5 4x6 cards and 26 3x4 cards. So you're getting fewer 4x6 cards than this kit, and the same amount of 4x6 as this kit. But you're getting more of the 3x4 cards in the Studio Calico kit than you get in the U kit, which is the similarly priced, I mean it's less, but it's similarly priced kit. So that's important to keep in mind as far as how many of these cards do you really need. So if you're documenting a lot of pages, but if you use a lot of 4x6 photos, so you don't need so many 4x6 cards, this might be just the right mix for you because it does have much, much more 3x4 than 4x6 cards. I'm going to open these in a second. This kit always also comes with a stamp set, a 3x4 stamp set, and it almost always comes with some type of package of embellishments. In this case, we have these butterflies. It often comes with a roll of washi, and if not a roll of washi, it comes with something similar else. And then it comes with a couple of different sticker sets. It almost always has a letter sticker set, and then a couple of other things, usually some labels. And so in this case, we have two different sets of labels here. This one is made to look like almost like little strips of washi, but it's not washi. It's cardstock stickers. They're more like label stickers than anything else. So all three of these kits do come with their cards packaged like this. So they're a little tricky to open. You just want to be careful when you're kind of sliding your scissors along the plastic wrapping that you don't accidentally break your corners. If that kind of thing is really important to you, I'm not always all that careful about my corners because I find once things are in the pockets, you don't really notice if a card isn't 100% perfect. So these are a very similar weight to the other cards. If anything, they might even be a little bit thicker. Nah, I'd say they're probably the same actually. So as you can see, there are these 5 4x6 cards, and as opposed to the Ali Edwards cards, these ones are double-sided, which means that you have more options. These are beautiful. I'm starting to miss Studio Calico now. I was feeling very good about my decision until I looked at this kit. These are real. I love this pattern right here. And I like that they sometimes do 2 different colorways of the same pattern. And then other times they do something completely different on either side. And then sometimes they have like a variation on the same design. So you'll see cards that are double-sided in all of those ways. So here, I'm just going to quickly flip through these because I'm not meaning this to be like a kit share unboxing type of thing, but just to give you a sense of what comes in these. Embrace the pace of your own journey. Oh, and here's the other thing that they sometimes do is they'll have the same thing, but just in a different orientation, so that if you're using different page protectors with different orientations, you can kind of still have cards for both of the different directions, which is kind of nice. Yeah. So those are the cards. And then the washi tape is super cute. I really love this. I really love grid washi tape. It's my favorite kind of washi tape. I find it very useful, and I like this thick stuff because you can always kind of tear it in half if you wanted it to be not as thick, but you have that option. So there's that. I'll just throw that away. Then the letter stickers, I always say that there's too few letters on these letter sticker sheets, but then I'm always surprised at just how many things I can spell with what they do give you. So I guess I'm not going to be so vocal about that anymore, and I'm going to eat my words and and just enjoy the letter stickers for what they are. Then here is a closer up shot of these. And again, these are cardstock stickers. I think in their description it said they were washi stickers, but they're not. They're cardstock. They're not at all see-through. And then here's another set of label stickers. I typically like to get rid of all of my packaging, and these are nice and like these are a little bit of a slick surface, and these are nice and matte, so these would be easy to write on and stamp on, whereas these you'd have to be careful that you're using a slick surface ink or marker. Then I will show you these little butterflies. Oh, they're plastic. Oh, they're that acetate that they had hearts like this before. Oh, but these are really pretty. 3 different sizes and 4 different colors. Really beautiful. Oh, I love these. Okay, these are a favorite. So this kit has some good stuff in it. Making me wish I had more of them. But I haven't scrapbooked all this time, so it's okay. I can always resubscribe or pick up a kit here or there if I want. I think they go on sale sometimes too. So there's those. And I'll show you the stamp set, which lately the stamp sets come with their own packaging, which is kind of nice. What I mean by their own packaging, I mean is that when you get rid of this kind of temporary packaging, the stamp set comes with this little sleeve that you can store it in. It's almost like a passport sleeve or a health card sleeve there. And so these are the phrases on it. I don't typically use these 3x4 stamp sets very often. I find I might use them the month that they come out, but then I kind of forget about them, unless if it's a very specifically useful one. Mindset is everything, the chaos. You can say embrace the chaos, embrace change, embrace imperfection. Yeah, progress over perfection, lesson learned. This is actually, I like this stamp set. I probably will use this one over and over again. And then the other thing I didn't mention is that the Studio Calico kit always comes with one of these. I don't use them, so that's why I didn't mention it, but it comes with a little piece of acetate that you can use to mark the month. I rarely ever mark the month, and it's got a plastic coating on it. You peel it off so that it's shinier. Although I typically like them matte, so I usually don't peel off the little coating. This is, you know, I guess cool because if you subscribe for a whole entire year, like from January to January, you'll have all 12 months in this. But if you subscribe mid-month or mid-year, you're only going to have part of your year with these in it. And so that's, I guess, a reason to encourage people to subscribe for an entire year. But on the other hand, it means that if you don't have that. Yeah, so this is what they gave us last year as a, instead of this, we got a full 4x6, and these I really like, but I didn't subscribe for a full year. I only subscribed from March until March. Well, I guess it might have been April until March. So I only have from April until December in these, and then I have January until March in these. So for me, I have a partial set of both of those things. So yeah. Anyhow, I do like these better. I think these are more versatile. I never know exactly how to use these, but it is what it is. But anyhow, you'll get one of these. So there you have it. That's the rundown of the 3 kits. We have Stories by the Month kit, which start at $17.99 for month to month. Then we have the Story kit from Ali Edwards that starts at $25 a month. And then we have the Studio Calico kit that starts at $30 a month. And you can get all 3 of them for less money. The longer you commit, the less you'll pay per kit. So I hope that you have found this helpful. I think that for me, I'm going to be continuing with these 2 subscriptions only because I have so many Studio Calico kits already in my stash that I feel like I'm getting a little bit bored with the Studio Calico aesthetic. And so I wanted to try something a little bit different. And I was particularly interested in these story-based kits. And what I've been doing is I've actually been, as you can see, I put a label on it, and I've been storing them. And rather than using them with my everyday scrapbooking, I'm kind of holding on to them, and maybe I might pull one out and do a couple of pages specific to storytelling as kind of like as the months go by. I'm very unlikely to use a whole lot of these because I don't do a whole lot of verbal storytelling in my pages. I'm much more of an everyday scrapbooker. So this kit I actually subscribed to for 12 months, and this kit I subscribed to for 6 months. And of course, this one I'm unsubscribed now. So yeah, I think once I have 6 of these accumulated, it might be kind of like a special project type of thing for me, as opposed to needing to keep getting them month after month after month. But everybody's different, and if you tell a lot of stories, then this might be a really great way to document. And I might find that as the months go by, I am drawing from these more and more, and I might end up finding that these work for me for my kind of documenting. But for now, I'm thinking about them as being basically projects that I will kind of pull out and do as a project, and that I will continue to do my everyday documenting in my pocket pages with this. So let me know what you think about these kits. Do you subscribe to any of these? What has your experience been with them? And do you like them? Do you have any alternative kits that you like better or would suggest instead? I'm open to trying other kits, and I'm open to making more videos that compare kits like this. So take care and have a great scrappy week.